All I got to do now is put it on the car. Okay, come here, I got something to show you. Today I'm finishing up the exhaust work on my 66 Caprice. I bought this new exhaust to replace the one that was in pretty rough shape. It was in various degrees of decay, I guess I would say. The worst part was the downpipe section that was coming off of the exhaust manifolds. Pretty rusty, had pinholes in it. It connected up to a newer section from roughly, I'd say from here back to the tailpipes. But the problem there was that the downpipe from the exhaust manifold was 2 inches, and that was welded, and rather badly welded, I'll say, into the sections back here that were 2.5 inches. They had a set of turbo mufflers on it, which made it just very loud, much louder than I wanted it to sound like. This is a Caprice. It's not an Impala. It's not a hot rod. And so the idea here is you want a car that's going to be relatively quiet, like it came out of the factory, at least in my opinion. I prefer it that way. So today we're going to put the other side on, and hopefully that'll quiet things down and she'll sound a whole lot better. I just want to show you here how the old one was set up. What they had done was they kept the 2-inch downpipe that was leading out of the exhaust manifold, and then they welded it into a 2.5-inch pipe, and that went back to the muffler system and then the tailpipes after that. So this was pretty rusty over here, and I don't know if you can see around, but there are some pinholes and areas of leakage there that was making this pretty inefficient. So this guy is called a heat riser. This goes on one side of your dual exhaust, and the idea is that when the engine is cold, that flap is in the closed position. It forces the exhaust to only go out one side, and it speeds up the heating of the engine block. Once it is at a particular temperature, this will open, and then both sides of the exhaust work. I don't need anything like this in Texas. So these were the sections that were bad. This is the down pipe from the exhaust manifold. On both sides, these were really in tough shape. So what I'm doing is actually doing a whole new exhaust. This is a 2-inch clear back. It has a standard muffler. Don't know if you can see that, but there she is. Standard muffler, and then out the back, 2-inch tailpipes. So it should be quite a bit quieter. I'm currently working on the other side here, getting this in. I'm not going to be able to show you all of the details on this, but it's just because I can't use the camera and do this work at the same time. I need 2 hands. So what I'm working on now is getting the rest of this put in place for the other side. I'm going to get rolling on that. Right now I've got this pipe just suspended. I've got a little bit of a wire on holding it in place until I can get the hangers in, and then she'll be in good shape. So I'm moving on to the next section where I'll be connecting up the muffler and then the tailpipe. Okay, so I've got the muffler put in. I've got the tailpipe set, and I've got a hanger on the tailpipe as well as on the back of the muffler here. So that should hold things in place. I do have an opportunity to put in a third one on either side, but for right now I think we will go with the 4. And I think it's time to test it out, take it off the ramps, and see if it's quiet. So here's what she sounds like now. A lot quieter in the front, but if we go around back, you'll still be able to hear that cam. Kind of reminds you a little of a mullet. Formal in the front, party in the back. So that's it for this project. I was really happy with the way the exhaust turned out. It sounds just like my old Super Sport that I had when I was a kid. And the only thing that I'm a little concerned about is that the tailpipes look like they're a little low, and I think that's just a question of looking at maybe a different hanger. So I'll be looking into that in next couple of weeks, but for right now I'd say it's a pretty good success. So we will see you on the next video.